It sometimes feels like the American government has heard my wishes of why can't we do Chinese style development here? And they only heard why can't we do China here? And they misunderstood what I meant. And now they're doing what we suspect China is doing, but here instead. This leads me to my story about why a Norwegian man was not allowed into the country. Norwegian national by the name of Mads Mikkelsen, ironically, no relation, came to the United States of America with hopes and a dream on a tourism visa. He was turned around. The reason why he was turned around is because he had a JD Vance meme on his phone. That was one of the reasons. The obvious other reason was also because he said at a certain point that he had smoked weed in his life, which again, not criminal, okay? Not criminal, not a crime. Both of these things are not a crime. Why was his phone searched? I do not know. The reason why I said this is like kind of similar to what we suspect China is doing is because for the longest time, there were memes and news stories about how the Chinese government was like executing people for comparing Xi Jinping to Winnie the Pooh. You know, arresting people, not executing. Obviously, that's even a stretch by American standards. They were saying that people were getting arrested for comparing Xi Jinping to Winnie the Pooh. America, I guess, heard that and thought, oh, this is real. And secondly, we should do that here. Let's take a look at this MSNBC story titled, Why You Definitely Should Not Share This JD Vance Meme.
About 2 weeks ago, a Norwegian tourist named Mads Mikkelsen, who is not to be confused with a Danish actor from the James Bond and Marvel movies, landed in Newark Airport. On arrival, he was detained by...
I also love this photo. I'm sorry. He's serving cunt in this photo. And it's so hilarious that the only way that people know this guy is from this photo and the fact that he posted the JD Vance meme.
Immigration agents who demanded access to his cell phone and then denied him entry to the U.S. As one Norwegian news outlet, which spoke to him, reports, quote, Mikkelsen says that after being warned he could face a fine or even prison, he gave immigration officers the...
That's a lie, by the way. What do you mean? No, just turn me around. You can't just like keep me in permanent detention for refusing to give an ICE agent my phone. Like what? God, cops lie so much. It's so f***ed up. It is so f***ed up. They could technically detain him, but it would still be illegal, okay?
PIN code to his phone. He was then confronted with its contents, pictures the officers found questionable. In particular, a meme of U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance portrayed as bald and a private photo of a pipe. Specifically, Mikkelsen says the immigration officials objected to this viral meme of the vice president depicting him as a bald baby. This and hundreds...
No.
This viral meme of the vice president depicting him as a bald baby.
Depicting him as a bald baby.
This and hundreds like it are all over the internet, as some of our viewers may have seen. Now, U.S. Customs and Border Protection has responded to these allegations. They say Mikkelsen was not denied entry to the United States because of this meme. You can see on your...
Oh no! The comments. We are the Vanklings. Please feed us. Guys, stop using JD Vance's baby face. I'm tired of liking them all. It would be a real shame if everyone had this terrible photo as their profile picture. This whole situation got turned upside down. Oh my God. This is the most soy way of doing Adolf Hitler, like straight up.
Screen. CBP says that it was over, quote, his admitted drug use. Mikkelsen says that he told the agents he smoked marijuana exactly twice in his life, once in Germany, once in New Mexico. But not everyone seems to believe that explanation. And if anything, suspected censorship of the Vance meme may have brought even more attention to it, which can happen in cases like this. Yesterday, Democratic Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon shared the viral meme of Vice President J.D. Vance on social media. And in fact, that meme, the one you're looking at right here, even made its way to the floor of Irish Parliament.
We're watching a major incursion on freedom of expression, unthinkable in a Western democracy. This week, a young Norwegian tourist detained by ICE at Newark Airport and sent back to Oslo. Why? He had this meme on his phone, Minister, a meme depicting Vice President J.D. Vance as a baby. I mean, extraordinary, extraordinary. That a young person with this amusing meme on their phone depicting a public person, that this would be used as an excuse to detain him for 5 hours and then deport him back to Oslo.
Again, DHS and CBP deny that's the reason. But, you know, just in case they are not telling us the full story here, please, dear viewers, I hope you take appropriate precautions. I strongly recommend that you do not try to cross the border with this meme on your phone, or this meme, or this meme, or this one.
No,
there is,
dude, by the way, this is ours, right? Like, this is the Mind Lolly, right? Like, I feel like this is our impact. Or was that the OG? Like oh, I've dropped Mind Lollipoppin'. I'm pretty sure this community made it, but I don't know. No, I think it was a HasanAbi head. I think that OG. Wait, should we even be taking ownership over this? I mean, we are in unprecedented times. I don't know who made this meme. Nah. We didn't do that. Come on. The creator feels like Oppenheimer. Oh yeah, this was the OG. For every 100 likes, I will turn JD Vance into a progressively apple-cheeked baby. I apologize to the Norwegian man detained by ICE. I'm imagining my kid in 20-ish years taking American history class and having to look at this ass image in some textbook. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Amazing.
absolutely nothing funny about.
I'm only taking ownership of the Mind Lollipoppin' one. I'm saying this community was the Mind Lollipoppin' one, not the other ones, obviously. And it came after, I think, the whole JD Vance looking like a baby. I think it was around this. Or was this the original? It was around the same time as this meme, for sure. But the Mind Lollipoppin'.
About having any of these on your phone. We are just looking out for your own safety here.
I'm cooked. If they go through my phone, I have unlimited first world. Do you know what memes? I mean, dude, yeah, exactly. Does this mean I have to delete the JD meme? Me think me guan take my own life? No. I mean, I would just recommend not coming to the United States of America. You're sheltering edits of JD Vance in that electric device. Now, the reason why I mentioned this is because I don't even know where this Xi Jinping thing came from. I don't know where it came from. The Winnie the Pooh. Like, what is the origination of that? Censorship of Winnie the Pooh in China. Beginning in July 2017, the government of China has been censoring imagery of anthropomorphic teddy bear, particularly Disney's version of the character. The censorship is believed to be a result of General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party Xi Jinping being compared to the character in viral memes, which the Chinese Communist Party perceived as disrespectful mockery of Xi. Despite the censorship, there's no general ban on books and toys depicting Winnie the Pooh in China. 2 Winnie the Pooh themed rides still operate in Shanghai Disneyland. The Chinese Communist Party uses extensive censorship, blah, blah, blah. Comparison between Xi Jinping. Chinese internet users have compared General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party Xi Jinping to Winnie the Pooh. The comparison served to satirize Xi's publicly projected image. Xi attempts to portray himself as serious, whereas Winnie the Pooh is a comedic cartoon character for children, whose lollipop fell on the ground and is covered by ants. Wait, I don't know. This predates the meme. This is 16th of September. This predates the OG meme. Oh my God. Look at that. Yeah, that wasn't me. I don't know. I would never take ownership of such a disrespectful thing. It was just, this is artificial intelligence. That's what this is. And here at the HasanAbi broadcast, I disavow this artificial intelligence video that was clearly created in an effort to put me and my community in the crosshairs of this beautiful administration that has only done good things. He always looks like a German boy whose lollipop fell on the ground and is covered by ants. I don't know how else to describe JD Vance. Like, he just has that like typical like 60s, 70s like German child look to him. Mein Lolli! Oh mein God! Mein Lollipoppin'! I love the Trump administration. I look at my hat. Look at my hat. Doesn't he look like that? I'm daddy's little boy. I'm daddy's little boy. How could this have happened to me? Mein Lolli. This is disrespectful. Now we know why I lost global entry. Definitely don't look at this one. This meme gives you 10 years of Gitmo. This is such a boomer meme. Holy It is so deep fried. That's crazy. Anyway, I don't know what that was about. That was weird. Comparisons between the cartoon character and Xi Jinping date back to 2013 when the Chinese leader visited Barack Obama in the United States. An image of two leaders walking was immediately compared to that of the bear and his friend. I'm not going to say the name. The humorous tone on social media that was repeated on other occasions with other leaders, including Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, whom the internet users saw as having a reasonable resemblance to Eeyore, the sad donkey. I can't say that name, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my God. I got to take this hat off while I'm even reading the name. Okay. I know that's just his name, but it's just too close to comfort. Okay. Tiger. His name is Tiger. Very reluctant to permit any humorous comment about Xi, authorities ended up condemning the bear when some political activists and dissidents used it to express their discontent. Chinese government has blocked images and mentions of Winnie the Pooh on social media because internet users have been using the character to mock CCP General Secretary Xi Jinping. This is part of a larger effort to restrict bloggers from getting around censorship in China. Notably, the 2018 film Christopher Robin was not shown in China, and there have been speculations that it may be due to censorship. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't believe all of this stuff. I'm sure that like people that were, the whole getting around the government censors thing makes sense. But even then, it doesn't seem like they were, denying people entry into the country after checking their phones to see if anyone had a Xi Jinping photo that looked like Winnie the Pooh. So going back to the OG, America looked at what China is doing and decided none of the good, only the bad, only the that we think China is doing, we should do here. Fantastic. Not a single leg to stand on here, by the way.